It's beer o'clock on Real Ale Craft Beer, and today we got a beer from, well, it's going to be contract brewed for Sainsbury's. Question for you guys though, who contract brewed it? This is a bottle of Sainsbury's Taste the Difference Gingerbread Amber Ale, selected by our experts. Oh, I have the answer. I already have the answer. 4.4% ABV, 500 milliliter bottle. They're from Blandford in Dorset, and that could only mean one thing: Hall and Woodhouse, Dorset, England, better known as Badger Ales. There's the bottle cap on this one. It's a dark, almost black bottle, dark brown bottle. Condensation on the bottle because the beer's been out the fridge about, I'm gonna say about half an hour now, maybe even 40 minutes. So it's had time to warm up a little bit. And the reason why I want this beer to warm up a little bit is to experience all of that lovely gingerbread flavour combined with the malt. I don't want to be drinking a beer like this freezing cold. You're drinking a beer like, so I'm looking at the fridge door. My fridge is set at 4 degrees. I can store the beer in the fridge, but there's no way I want to drink the beer at that temperature at 4 degrees, because you're going to lose, you may not lose the gingerbread, but you'll definitely lose some of the malt. You'll definitely lose some of the hops in the beer. So brewed with Celia, Cascade and Centennial hops. This could be a good one. Now I'm presuming Gingerbread House, Christmas time. I'm presuming that this is one of their Christmas offerings from Sainsbury's. The beer came in at, I'm looking at the Ginster's pasty, sorry. £1, I'm sure I got £1. £1.95. So just shy of £2 per bottle for a 4.4% ABV beer. Let's get it out into a glass and see what we get. Every year, Sainsbury's bring out something pretty decent for Christmas. Last year we reviewed the chocolate and orange stout. That was a year ago. I can't remember if I liked that or not. I got a head like a fish, head like a goldfish. I'll never remember a year ago. They also do their rather lovely big champagne style bottle of beer. I think it's called a celebration ale that comes out every year too. So I'm looking forward to that. I picked the bottle up, it's in the fridge. But let's concentrate on this first and foremost. We got a 1 to 2 finger ivory white head. It's got a lovely foamy, fluffy, pillowy, that's the word, a pillowy ivory head on the beer. A little bit of carbonation going on in the beer there, and it's a darker amber coloured beer. Definitely something that looks very Christmassy. And the night, it's funny, isn't it? With the clocks are changing next week. I'm not sure when you will see this video. It might be a week or two before you see this video, so the clocks might have already changed. But the clocks are changing on the weekend, so that's about 5 days away. But you can feel it now. You can feel it. You can feel that kind of, almost like the Scandinavians when they talk about sun turn. The sun turn, it almost feels like that, where, especially where we live here in this house, it's something or nothing here. You either get lots of sunshine through the summer, and then through the winter months you literally get nothing. And it's funny, in the summer it's a beautiful sun trap. Sun comes up and over, we're down in our hole here, and yeah, it's lovely and sunny, no wind, boiling. But then in the winter, it's a bit gloomy. And it's starting to feel like that. And I think you need, the reason why I'm mentioning all of this is because I think you need beers like this to get you through the gloom, if you like. Aroma. Oh, it's quite sweet. Badger beers are generally quite sweet. But there's quite a bit of ginger there too. Sweetness and ginger. Almost tickling the end of my nose sweetness. Let's dive in. Cheers, everybody. Whoa. Whoa. Oh, Badger, wow. They're a fun brewery, Badger. You never know what you're going to get from Badger. You never know. Hall and Woodhouse, you just never know. It can either be... I've had some fantastic milk stout. I had a milk stout that was out of this world from Badger. I think it was called Outback or Outlaw, or the craft brand. Outlaw, Outback, something milk stout. It was great. It was really good. Whoa, that sweetness I was saying was turning my nose a little bit, making my kind of nostril hairs turn up a little bit. Whoa, wow. Whoa. It's really interesting because there's a big punch of ginger coming through at the same time. Oh, but it's making my face ache. That's a face acre of a sweet ginger, like spicy ale. I don't know what it is at the moment. I don't know what it is with beer manufacturers and producing sweet beer. It seems to go hand in hand. As soon as you seem to hit the supermarket, beer generally turns really sweet. I've just finished reviewing this wonderful pack from Lidl. This wonderful pack of German beers. And they're fantastic. It's a different quality of brewer. I'm pretty sure Badger and Hall and Woodhouse have not got to where they've got today by brewing bad beer. I think there probably was a time in their lives where they were producing beer as good as the Germans. Things are very different in this country. We're taxed an awful lot more on our beer. The breweries are taxed. In Germany, the breweries are thought of as, historic, and they're to be looked after and they're not to be taxed too much. But it's the complete opposite in this country. And you can't really blame Hall and Woodhouse for they're not on the same level playing field as a country where they're looking after their brewers. The Czech Republic, the Germans, I mean, they look at their breweries as historical and they're to be looked after. In this country, we're like, how much can we tax them? How much can we, and then the result is, because I'm pretty sure Badger don't want to produce overly sweet beers either. But it's just where we are, unfortunately. So I don't really blame Badger and I don't really blame the regional breweries for the predicament that they're in. I blame the people at the top, the taxation. It's just, from just reviewing a German beer from that box to reviewing this gingerbread amber ale from Hall and Woodhouse, it's embarrassing, really. It's almost a complete embarrassment. The sweetness is wild on this beer. It's just out of this world. Cloyny, can't finish it. I won't finish that beer sweetness. But there's a lot of ginger and there's a lot of spice. And if you like Haribo and if you like sweet stuff, you might like this anyway. So ignore me. Weirdly, ignore me. If you like sweet stuff, just ignore me. But I'm going to give this a 5 out of 10. 5 out of 10 from Real Ale Craft Beer. Please put your comments in the comments box. Subscribe to our daily beer and food reviews. Give us a big fat thumbs up. Boom. Cheers.